Life is hard no matter what, but at some point, you're going to have to choose your hard. Being disciplined is hard. Being undisciplined is hard. Being out of shape is hard. Getting into shape is hard. Being broke is hard. Trying to get rich is hard. Either way, it's going to be hard. And at some point, you're going to have to choose which hard you want. But I would say this. The difference is one of those hard choices pays you back, and the other one sends you to bill later. You know, it's avoidance feels easy until it starts to collect interest. Skipping the work feels lighter in the moment, but that ease, that comfort of skipping it is going to compound into things like stress, regret, health issues, financial pressure, and also broken trust. And not only with other people, but also internally with yourself. You don't escape the difficulty no matter what. You just delay it. And you delay it with penalties as well. The thing about discipline, and it's funny because this is one of the things I spoke earlier in my journey with YouTube, is that discipline hurts early, but it pays forever. And I couldn't say that in the beginning because my discipline was really just starting to kick in. But it has paid dividends that, in perpetuity. Even up to this point, I'm starting to see now the residuals come in. And, that was just things from like waking up early, right? Because that's hard. Waking up hard is early when you like, okay, I'm going to go to the gym early, or, whatever task I need to do to put me ahead of the day, to put me ahead in my task, to make sure I'm continuously building on whatever goals I have. That's hard. Training when you tired, like, dude, I'm working 12, 14 hours a day, still getting off going to hit the gym. I'm tired, but I still show up. And it's hard sometimes, and not really more so the physical part, but the mental, right? It was hard when I was broke and was barely making it, and my lights getting cut off, and I'm freezing in the cold, and I have a blanket around me while I'm sitting in front of a space heater. It's hard having conversations when you broke about when your friends want to go out and you making all these excuses, but you overdraft your account. That's hard, right? Being in a relationship, having uncomfortable conversations, that's hard. But the thing about discipline, it creates momentum, self-respect for yourself. And here's the thing I learned. It's going to create leverage over time, right? This particular hard eventually starts to make life quieter, right? You start to hearing all the noise around you. It makes things calmer, right? You don't feel so anxious and amped up. It makes things more stable. You're not trying to pay Peter to pay Paul. Things are more stable in your life. You're not waking up in pains and stressing about life because you've gotten stronger. And it's funny because when I thought about it, it's damn near like every season of hard is going to send you an invoice, right? Your body's going to send you an invoice. Your marriage is going to send you one. Your finances, right? Your future self always collects, right? Either in gratitude or resentment. You don't get to avoid payment, whether you like it or not. You not making a choice is a choice, right? And you're only gonna choose when and how you avoid that payment. Easy today is expensive tomorrow, man. And it is. I wish I would have known this earlier, but no regrets. It is what it is. We living in a moment, right? The thing about comfort, man, is it feels cheap up front because it's too easy. It's cheap. There's no value in it. But a discipline, it feels expensive up front. It's such a load to grab it. It's so much energy behind it to do what you know you need to do, right? It feels so expensive up front. But only one choice lowers the cost of life long term. Let me say that again. I'm gonna even go back. Comfort feels cheap up front. Discipline feels expensive up front. But only one of those choices lowers the cost of life long term. You have to choose the heart that builds, not the heart that breaks, man. You have to. And that's just what I'm learning through this journey that I'm on. Because it was funny, I was talking to my wife and I was just telling her how it was a deep conversation, man. A really deep conversation. And I don't even know if I want to share this because now I'm gonna wait on that. I'm probably gonna make a whole video on that. But it's talking about, I was talking about just some of the mental journeys that I went through, right? And I would say this on it. Because I don't know even know if I want to make a video. Let me just say this on it. Everything that you think you want is just really a side effect. It's really a side effect. When you like, oh man, I want to lose some weight because I want to look good. It's not that you want to look good, right? It's what it takes to get to that point to allow yourself the permission to do it, right? Like, oh, I want to make more money. It's not the act of making more money. It's the thought process and the patterns that allow yourself to do it. So let me see how I can put this in a nutshell. At some point, you have to change your identity. You have to let go of the world, asking the world for permission. You have to stop asking the world for permission. And you have to do the things that's in your best interest. And that only comes from this personal journey. It only comes from gathering your superpowers, the discipline, the listening skills. It only comes from that. But again, I would say this in closing, man. Whether you like it or not, you're already choosing the hard. You're already choosing it. Again, even if you think you're not choosing, that's a choice. So choose the hard that makes you stronger. Choose the hard that earn respect. Choose the hard your future self would thank you for. And with that being said, I appreciate you guys. If you got any value from this video, hit the like button. If it's your first time seeing this, go ahead and subscribe. Also, if you feel like somebody needs to hear this, go ahead and share it out. And with that being said, I appreciate y'all. Much love. Peace.